the reality is that we're not creating environments where students can thrive. And I think it's evident in the number of students that we are seeing leaving our colleges each semester. Um, these are not environments where we can see our students thriving. And I think that there is certainly a lot of evidence of what that really looks like, what it looks like for a student to actually thrive, and how they can get momentum in their college experience. Uh, when I was really speaking to embracing the cognitive and affective abilities of students, um, I think that this in doing such, it engages students in the learning process. They're engaged. They can see themselves in their learning. It We can think more clearly about how adults actually learn, and we can build. We have something to build on from there. We have in that process, we can actually build on students' success and start very incrementally. I think about, I can't really think about completion without thinking about success. And, we jump to that end goal of a degree of transfer. But, when we talk to students, when we actually do work with them to help them reflect on their experience, it's clear that for many students that their success comes very incrementally. Some people say success is one course at a time, and that it's true for many students. They have to build on being successful in one or two courses to see the possibilities, to see those options ahead of them. And they say to us very clearly that there are a lot of ways in which they do that. One is helping themselves set themselves up for success by thinking about their course load, thinking about how they're able to concentrate their time in the most difficult courses while taking others that they feel that they can be more successful in, that they can find some joy in, that will balance, the difficulty of some science courses or math courses. There's certainly something there where students start to build very slowly and build their confidence and improve their efficacy that has a great role in their success. And I do think that we're going to have to start chunking things down a bit to see how we can move students through kind of semester by semester, and what the point is in which they can reach a certain level of success and build off of it. So, those are some of the basic tenets of how we would think about addressing completion amongst our most vulnerable students. I think that when some folks think about how do you actually help practitioners take on more culturally responsive approaches, I think that the seeds are there through the existing networks that exist right now and building upon those networks. This certainly has nothing to do with just those practitioners in these special programs or boutique programs, but we certainly have a lot to learn from them in terms of how they really embrace students' experiences and what they're bringing to us, and embrace them as assets and build on them. Oftentimes, we really are approaching vulnerable students with a deficit framework, and I think that's really connected to their success in our colleges. There is a relationship there. So that's kind of our thinking here at California Tomorrow about some of the, I think, sensibilities in terms of looking at student success and completion, and looking at least educational planning as a very manageable, scalable approach that can help get students in the door early, understanding what their options are, connecting them to the resources to do that, and then focus more on what's happening in the classroom while the issues around climate and institutions, which are harder, they're complex, they the change in those areas takes much more time while we continue to work on that. So I think that's all our thinking about that. Thank